Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP. Welcome to That's a Shoot, my weekly episodic show where I talk about what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. Unless it's a prediction show, which is what this is. The predictions are here. They're quickly and they're fast. And let's get right to them because tonight is Money in the Bank 2022. First, let's talk about the United States Championship. We have Theory going against Bobby Lashley. Now, this one is a very interesting one here because I don't know if they would have Theory actually beat Bobby Lashley. I don't know if they would have, but I think they still want Theory to have the United States Championship and training to be the champion for a long time. But would they have Bobby Lashley beating him? And if they have Bobby Lashley beating him, you know, would it be for the title? Or would it be like by DQ or count out or something? So I think the way I'm going to go is that I'm going to say that Bobby Lashley wins, but he doesn't get the title. He wins by count out or disqualification. So I don't think they want to beat Bobby Lashley. Yeah, they wouldn't. They wouldn't let Omos beat him. When Omos is, should be beating him, but they don't know if they're gonna let Theory beat him. So I think Bobby Lashley will win, but he won't win the title. So I'm gonna say Bobby Lashley wins by disqualification. Next, for the undisputed not Universal, but the undisputed Tag Team Championship, the Usos are taking on the Street Profits. Last night, we heard something from Collicator Braxton that said that the Street Profits wouldn't get along, and that they were, that they were upset at each other. Will that play in tonight's match? Maybe, maybe not. But I think no matter what happens, the Usos retain the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship. So I don't think they're ready to lose this yet. I think what they could be doing is they could be having the Usos hold the tag titles and have them beat the New Day's record. So the Usos would be the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions of all time. So I'm going to say the Usos are going to be the champions. For the Raw Women's Championship, there's Bianca Belair versus Carmella. Now this has had unfortunately, only a couple weeks build because this was supposed to be Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. However, Rhea Ripley has sustained an injury, and it's a bad one. It's a head injury, so she's been out for a while. So they had to replace her with Carmella. I think Carmella's a good hand. This should be a very okay match. And when they're talking about it, it sounds like this even could be one of those situations where they put the title on Carmella, but I doubt it. I think they're keeping Bianca Belair. I think the person to take it off Bianca Belair would either be Ronda Rousey in a unification match, or it would be Rhea Ripley. I'm going to say Bianca Belair retains the Raw Women's Championship. For the SmackDown Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey takes on Natalya. Very interesting. These two have been sniping on each other at Twitter, and they've been talking about anything about Ronda's baby and Natalya's bountiful bosom. I have no idea what are they talking about here. And they're the sisters YouTube channel and Natalya's sister's OnlyFans page, all of these things. So a lot of things they're talking about here, but this should be. I think these two had a pretty good match a couple years ago when they wrestled on Raw. So I think they'll have a good match here as well. So I'm going to give Ronda Rousey retains over Natalya. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match. The participants: Becky Lynch, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Lacey Evans, and Shotzi. Now, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, he gave a very interesting thought about this, that other than Carmella, who was the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, um, the women, the woman who has held Money in the Bank hasn't held it more than a day. So, like, if you think about it, like, it was Carmella, and she held it for the longest time. She held it until after the WrestleMania match she had with Asuka. Charlotte Flair had Asuka, and then cashed it on Charlotte Flair then. There were then what's her face? Oh boy. Who would be next? The next one. I guess that would have been it. Would have been Alexa Bliss, right? Yeah, she cast it in on Nia Jax, and then there was like Bailey who cashed it in. That was the same night. Bailey cashed it in on Charlotte Flair the same night, and then I think what Nikki Ash last year she cashed it in on the day on the next night on Raw, and Asuka, of course, did the thing where she won it, and the next night she was given the women's championship because Becky Lynch was pregnant. So, yeah, that was really good. So, we'll see what they do with this one. There are a lot of people who are very, all of these women could, could be, other than Shotzi. I don't see Shotzi getting it. Like Becky Lynch could get it. That could be her. That could be the way she sees like her way back to the top. And then even there could be even if things like if the rumor is true and it's going to be Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch, she could hold it until WrestleMania, have Ronda Rousey, and then cash in on Ronda Rousey, cash in, you know, for WrestleMania. Um, Oscar, they could try to make up for it, saying that, actually give her a run with the actual thing. Although I think both Becky Lynch and Oscar, they seem to be on the collision course. They're probably gonna have a match at SummerSlam, so and probably a different type of match. That could be. Giving it to Alexa Bliss, I think, would also be interesting. Everybody wants Liv Morgan to have it because they think she's deserved it, and she's done some good, good work over the past year and a half to kind of maybe say yes. That could be a very good thing to give that to her. And then there's Raquel Rodriguez, who had that fantastic match with Ronda on SmackDown several weeks ago, and I think it really proved to be that she could hang on the big league. So this is a tough one. And I didn't mention Lacey Evans, and I know Lacey Evans' story and what she's gone through, and she could be one that could help it as well. So I she's a good shout, but this is the toughest one. I think this is the toughest one, at least for me to choose. And but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say Lacey Evans. I think they're going to give it to Lacey Evans and have her hold Money in the Bank. So and then she'll cash it in on somebody. Who knows? Maybe she even cash it. Maybe she'll be the first woman to not cash in. So or have failed cash in. So I'm gonna say Lacey Evans is your Miss Money in the Bank. And finally, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Who will win? Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Riddle, Omos, Sheamus, and last night on SmackDown, Madcap Moss made his victory and put himself in the match. Now a lot of people was wondering maybe that they were saving that. A lot of people think maybe that was gonna be Cody Rhodes or something like that, or he was gonna somehow join in, but no. What it looks like it really was happening was that they were going to have Ezekiel and Kevin Owens be the last buy-in for the match, but Kevin Owens got sick somehow, I guess, or whatever, and it might be the COVID, who knows? So he wasn't gonna be able to he hasn't been able to be cleared to wrestle. So they made a four-way match last night between the Miz, Baron Corbin, Madcap Moss, and Ezekiel. Madcap Moss won. I don't think he's going to win. I think there are four realistic options to win. I think Seth Rollins is one. Obviously, they can do Seth Rollins. He's been talking about cashing in on Roman and Brock again. Um, for SummerSlam. There's Riddle, who's been trying to do this thing with Roman. He wants to, do it for his fallen buddy. Um, there, there's Drew McIntyre, who has already claimed that Clash at the Castle in England in September 3rd, he is going to wrestle for the WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship of the world. So why not make it? Why not grab the briefcase and make that announcement? And make the announcement, well, that whoever wins the SummerSlam, he gets next. They could do that. And then there's one that a lot of people don't think could do, but I think could happen. That's Omos. I think that they could really give Omos the Money in the Bank briefcase, and what they could do is that they could have Omos, when it become the champion, and they could have Cody Rhodes overcome Omos, right? And have Cody Rhodes be the winner when Cody Rhodes comes back. Because really, I think. See, and I think the thing is with Roman Reigns, because one part of me says that I think they want Roman Reigns to have 1,000-day reign, but 1,000-day reign would go past WrestleMania. It would go past WrestleMania. It would be sometime in, it would be sometime in May of 2023 that he would be 1,000-day champion. At least I believe so. I tried to do the math, and it hasn't really worked out for me. But so yeah, there's that. Then there's another part of me that says that The Rock versus Roman Reigns doesn't need the title, and I really do think that they really do want to put that title on Cody Rhodes. And wouldn't it be something if maybe Seth Rollins did cash in on Roman, beat Roman, became the WWE champion. Cody Rhodes comes back at the Royal Rumble, wins the Rumble, and at WrestleMania it is Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. And they can have some type of other stipulation, maybe a 1-hour Iron Man match, that would be lovely. Have something else to be a part of that. So, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with my first thought. I'm gonna say Omos. I think they're gonna give Omos the briefcase. Don't understand why I think that Seth Rollins would be my second choice, but I'm gonna say Omos wins the Money in the Bank ladder match. So that's that. All right. So to recap, Bobby Lashley will beat Theory, although I am predicting that it's going to be like by DQ or count out, so he won't win the title, but it doesn't matter. If Bobby Lashley wins, he just wins. That's what I'm just predicting. Then Bobby Lashley beats Theory. The Usos defeat the Street Profits. Ronda Rousey defeats Natalya. Bianca Belair beats Carmella. Lacey Evans wins Miss Money in the Bank, and Omos wins Mr. Money in the Bank. I'm fully expecting these predictions to be bad because you just don't know. And this year has been really incredible for me. Yeah. So it's just the way it's been. I've kind of had a up and down thing. So I kind of the way this goes is that ever since Elimination Chamber, well, actually no, I guess you could say I had a again I had a 4-3 Hell in a Cell, a 5-1 NXT In Your House, a 3-3 WrestleMania Backlash, a 6-2 WrestleMania Sunday, a 5-1 WrestleMania Saturday, 2-5 Stand and Deliver, a 7-0 Elimination Chamber, a 5-1 Royal Rumble, and a 5-2 Day One. So, with my prediction record being 39-15 on the year. But again, like I said, I am fully expecting this to be a bad one for me. I think I got Rousey, Belair, and the Usos. I just don't know. So I'm gonna say maybe it's another 3-3 for me. So we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, we'll find out tonight. Make sure you are here. Click the notification bell because I will go live. I will go live here on YouTube. I will go live on Twitter, on other many platforms as well, talking about the Money in the Bank pay-per-view right afterwards, the rapid reaction. So make sure you are here for that. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about any and all of my predictions. What are your predictions for tonight? Who do you think are going to end up being Mr. and Miss Money in the Bank? Any title changes you see happening? What do you see? Post your comments down below. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys have so much for watching. This is your boy, AJTRIP, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.